Hey YouTube, it's your boy SaoWhit. Today I'll be bringing you an exciting battle. It's a mixed OU battle, and my team looks kind of crazy, but the main point of it was to just use Swoobat. That's all it was. I just wanted to use him. So anyway, I bring in my Moltres. He starts off with a Snorlax, and I know I can't do anything to the Snorlax, so I switch out to whatever I have that has superpower or a fighting attack. And reckless play by me, but I live and I just go for the superpower here. But he switches out into his Cloyster. I'm like, okay, well that's cool. And this actually does more damage than I thought it would because I don't have any attack investment. But you know, that's completely cool. And so I go for Taunt here because I know they like to set up some crazy stuff like Shell Smash and stupid hazards. And well, he actually went for Spikes. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Because later on that wouldn't have mattered anyways. But I switch out into, actually I make a double switch. And luckily he missed that Rock Blast. Luckily, oh my gosh, right? Luckily. And so I make a double switch and then I switch into my Espeon, Nikolai, just so he can get a Reflect Up. But anyway, he switches into Rock Blast here, which is not a problem. It does damage. I'm like, oh no, that sucks dick. But anyway, I get the reflect Up on the next turn, which is what I was going for. And everything's cool. Everything's looking awesome because he can't really do anything. Even if he did have Shell Smash, I don't think it would have been a problem. But he goes for an Icicle Spear. I'm like, okay, whatever. But so I'm packing Hidden Power Fighting, and well, he switches into Snorlax. I'm like, awesome, awesome. So go for that, and it does okay damage. It does about how much I thought it would, a little bit more kind of. And so I just go for a stab move here. And luckily I get a crit. I'm like, awesome. And then he breaks my Reflect with Brick Break. I'm like, luckily I had Brick Break because I just lived that. Oh, I mean, luckily I had Reflect because I lived that. But anyway, I go for Psychic to finish him off. And I'm still alive. That's all I needed. So I'm gonna be able to set up Reflect again. He brings in his Heatran. I'm gonna be able to I'm gonna do Reflect just before I die because he goes for Dragon Pulse. I'm like, Dragon Pulse? Okay, well, whatever. Don't know what kind of Heatran this is, but Dragon Pulse. And so I go for Swoobat here thinking this is the time. This is the time to shine. And so since I just Calm Mind and I have the Simple, that means I just got 2 Calm Minds. That means a Nasty Plot. That means Amnesia, all in one buff. And well, if I can find the time to get this second one in, then I won't stop. But he has the Storm up on me, and I'm like, no. But the Store Power, it does okay damage, especially since he's resistant to Psychic, but everything's good. And so like he brings me down, I'm like, oh no, I won't be able to see his amazingness. I won't be able to. And then that didn't kill me, so I know I'm okay. And so I guess he didn't know I was packing Hidden Power Ground, which totally takes him out. I'm like, OMG, suck a dick. I got this. Swoobat's got this. So everything's looking good. The Storm's gone, and Gliscor comes in, and I'm thinking he's just gonna go for Protect and all that stuff. So I just go for it anyways, and that just does amazing damage. But he went for a Substitute. Luckily I went for that. But so I guess he doesn't have any of that stuff. He doesn't have Protect. He doesn't I don't know. But I go for a Calm Mind here, thinking that he can't really do anything because he can't. He doesn't want to die yet, I guess. So I'm pretty much that Calm Mind right there basically meant that I have 4 Calm Minds. That's 4 Calm Minds and 2 Nasty Plots, 2 Amnesias, and 2 buffs. So I'm pretty much amazing right now. And he brings in this Dragonite. Look how much damage this stored power does. And keep in mind this is multi-scaled. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why are you so cool? But he goes for his Underwave. I'm kind of scared. I'm like, if I get the Parahacks here, I'm gonna be screwed. But he goes for a Roost here to get his health back. But luckily, he didn't get full health. So that means if the Parahacks don't get me, he is going to be KO'd here. And luckily, that's what happened. You know, the Parahacks gods, they're like, you know what? Let's let this kid go. Let's let him reign. Let's let him complete this whole sweeping process with the Swoobat. That's what the Parahacks god said. So I get a hidden power ground, and I know this is going to take him down. And well, that's basically what it does. But he has sturdy again. I'm like, okay, well that sucks. And he goes for Torment, okay. And so I'm like, Torment, okay, that just means I can't use hidden power ground again. So let's just use something else. If the Parahacks don't happen, you're completely fine, bro. And well, they didn't happen, so I'm like, awesome, awesome, you are so cool. I'm a complete fan of you, Swoobat. The simple ability just is so amazing. I feel like once people catch on to this, he is going to go straight through the roof. But anyway, he finally finishes me off with a Gliscor. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I bring in my Tornadus just to get the final hit here, which is totally low because it's a boosted acrobatics. So that's basically game right there. So feel free to like, subscribe, and all that crazy stuff. Laters.